Blessings upon blessings. Come on in. Blessings, Destiny. Come on in and do share. Tonight we are praying in the prayer of availability. We are praying the prayer of availability. Come on in and do share. We are live right now, of course, on our Love Walk Outreach Global pages on YouTube and Facebook, and we are also live on the Inspirational Treasure YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in and do share. Prayer of availability, prayer of availability. There used to be a song that we used to sing back in the day. Lord, I'm available to you. And we all into it. We singing it, Lord, I'm available to you. My will I give to you. I'll do what you say, do use me, Lord, to show someone the way and enable me to say, my storage is empty and I am available to you. Did we know what it meant? Did you know what it meant? We were singing all type of songs, giving all type of words and promises and saying all these different things to God. I'm available. I'm available. Is that right? Come on in and do share. We are praying about that availability. Oh Lord, I'm available to you. See, I can sing it now, meaning every single word of it. But do we really mean it? Do we really mean it? Gave me my hand to reach out to man, to show them your love and your perfect plan. You gave me my ears. I can hear your voice so clear. I can hear the cries of sinners, but can I wipe away their tears? We were singing it. 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 Lord, I'm available to you. My will I give to you. I'll do what you say do. Use me, Lord. See, listen, are y'all listening to the words? And I'm singing it, and I can feel the lyrics. I can feel every single word that I'm singing, and I know that I absolutely mean it. Back then, when I was thinking about being available, I meant it. I was still loving people, doing my best to, but I definitely did not hold up my end every time. We just had our team meeting and I was talking to the ladies, and I just thinking about the amount of years that I've been at this and doing a few things. Been published as an author since 2018, certified coach since 2015. Been doing ministry before I ever was doing ministry, been a prophet all my life, but officially got pronounced in, I think, 2015. So it's 2010 for coaching, about 2014, 2015 or so. Since I've been doing ministry, it's been a long time. Blessings, Jayana Boo. It's been a long time. So when I talking to the team, talking about, having to say to people that God called me to full-time ministry. See, my coaching business is coaching, but it's still ministry for me. Writing, all these different things. I had to be available for that. I had to be available to show up even when I was in pain, carrying the weight, still showing up. So when you say, Lord, I'm available, use me, do you really know what you're saying? Do you know what you're saying? Amen, Destiny. Do you mean it? Well, we're going to find out. Come on, let's go ahead and take our deep breaths. We're going to take 3. This is for you to clear your heart and your mind. This is where you do your self-examination. God, whatever it is that's in my heart that may be hindering me, that may be causing me some issues, some problems, anything that may be making me to feel as if I am not relevant, adequate, all these things that can be causing a blockage in your peace, causing a blockage where you're feeding the negativity, speaking the negativity. But you are absolutely unconditionally loved by God. There's no room in this space to feel anything other than that. Thank you, Jayana. It's actually my pleasure. But when you say, Lord, I'm available, are you doing the heart searches to go along with that? Because what we're available for, if we're going to be available to God, then what we're saying is, I'm available to fulfill the Great Commission, which is to bear the burdens of one another, to love without condition, to grow into that space. If you think this is about deeds, if you think this is just about the works without the faith, and anything without the love, ooh. So today we are going to pray for that. Let's go ahead and take these 3 deep breaths. When you get to that 3rd breath, you're going to hold it. You're going to hold it in gratitude. Let it be a reminder that breathing is a gift. Anybody ever had their oxygen cut short for a second? You already know how vital it is. So you're going to breathe in all the love, the light, the peace, the joy, the everything that God is. We're going to embody that God is omnipresent everywhere at once, the great I am. Never absent, always present. You could be beating up on yourself and saying, well, didn't it say that God don't dwell in no unclean thing? God is everywhere at the same time, all the time. Settle that within yourself. But the recognition of God may be cut off from some because we have failed to recognize and realize the allness, where we fit in it all. And so if you don't recognize God, if you are still holding on to grudges and pain and all that venom inside of you, causing you to make not so great decisions, some people may call it evil or wicked decisions. But Jesus in the model prayer says, Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. He's speaking that out as a prayer. Because no, I don't want to be led into temptation. I don't want to have to deal. But we all get into these little spaces. So to know not love is to know not God. It doesn't mean that God is not ever present. But if the venom, wicked or evil intent, if any of those things are happening, we're going to let it all go. So go ahead and take that first deep breath in for me and breathe it out. You're breathing in love. You're breathing in light. You're breathing in peace. You're breathing in the truth, spirit and truth. You're breathing it all in, and then you're exhaling, and you're just going to breathe out everything that is holding you bound, all unforgiveness and pain and issues and ideologies that don't serve you anymore. Take that next deep breath in. God, I forgive them. And thank you that I'm receiving forgiveness. Some of you may need to say that prayer. Some of you just may need to repeat, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me. Because you're available, right? You want to be used for a service? Love is a service. So creating me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me may need to be your prayer. And if it is, that's okay too. Let's take this third breath in. We're going to hold it. We're going to hold gratitude, thankfulness for the breath, gratefulness for the opportunity to be able to lay this all down, lay aside every weight. Take that deep breath in, hold it. Release. Lord, I'm available to you. My will I give to you. I'll do what you say do. Use me, Lord. Show someone the way and enable me to say, my storage is empty. Empty out, empty out, empty out. And I am available to you. Oh, if you are indeed available, choosing to be available, wanting to be available, then you must empty out everything that could cause a hindrance, everything that could cause someone else to stumble, everything that could cause you to believe no longer, to not have faith anymore. All these things that have been eating away at you about life and the stuff that you don't understand. Y'all, we all trying to live this life, and we think that selfishness is the answer, but selflessness is the answer. Understanding that everybody has their understanding from their perspective. Some of them are still responding and acting out because they have not healed, still have warped perceptions about life and about people. But when you say, I'm available, Lord, use me. I give my will over. In other words, I understand that I'm going to have to love past some things. Everything, as a matter of fact. And that with all the outward projections and all the finger pointing that I want to do towards other people, nope, I got to go within myself and see whether or not my storage is full up with hate and resentment and greed and selfishness and guilt and shame, all these different things. I want to be used to spread a message. I want to be used to do my giftings and live in my calling and all of that. Well, if you do, it's time to empty out that storage so God can fill you back up. So you can come into the fullness of the understanding of who you are. I'm available to you. There's so much holding up space within you, and you must release the envy, the jealousy, the hatred that's brewing within yourself. Empty the storage. Empty the storage. Empty the storage. Empty the storage. If you want to be available, then you have to make yourself available. What's consuming you? What's on your mind 24 hours a day? What are you muttering over? What's holding up space? You're going to take another deep breath. You're going to evaluate what those things are, and then you're going to release them in this breath. You're going to allow your body to relax, and you're going to trust that God is going to lead you and guide you into the truth for your life. But you got to forgive. I feel unforgiveness very strong. I feel unforgiveness very strong. I know you feel offended. I know you feel violated. I know you feel upset. I know you want to strike back. I know you want to do all type of different things. But if you want to be available and really be used, you got to release all of that. Unless you want your gifts to be used from a tainted place. You can still use your gifts. But is your heart aligning? The prayer of availability. I'm available, oh God. That's why moving in the direction that I'm moving in this season, unapologetically, no longer sitting around worrying about the faces or the feedback or the inner chatter of the people who, no time to worry about any of that, because I said that I'm available. I gave my yes, and I mean it. Sometimes it's just difficult to be able to try to figure out how to be available for God's service and still trying to navigate through your everyday life stuff. I get it. But that's why you have a practice. So you can go within yourself, pull out the things that's in your heart. God says that they come near to me with their mouths, but their hearts are far from me. So while we're singing, Lord, I'm available, our hearts are far from Him. So we got to come into this place of peace, love, faith. I give it all to you. I lay it at your feet. Oh God, I don't need it anymore. It's not serving me a purpose. As a matter of fact, it's causing other relationships in my life to be strained. I'm trying to feel things to find things to fill me up and to cope with and all these different things because I feel like I am sinking. Come on. Be real with yourself in this moment. Oh, Ramandiokos. Father, it is my prayer in this very moment that as we sit here doing inner reflections, going within ourselves where the kingdom of God resides, checking our heart. Oh God, I want to be available, oh God, but I'm stuck. I'm stuck. And I don't want to be stuck. I want to be whole and I want to be available. So tonight, receive it. Empty. Receive the overflow of love being poured back into you. And then choose today whether you want to serve the poison, the hate, the resentment, the awfulness, or whether you want to be free, available. Sekataman socorreba. So I pray the prayer now, oh God, or continue the prayer where I ask you to give each of them a space where they feel completely safe to empty out the storage so they can be filled with something anew, something unifying, peacemaking within myself and then outward. I pray that you would surround them like a shield and that all things concerning them be well in this hour. It is so, and so it is. Tonight, I'm going to give you an assignment, those of you who are listening to me, and we're done for the night. Your assignment is to write down everything that makes you unavailable to God. Everything that's in your heart that needs to go, everything that needs to be forgiven. Because again, you can sit here and think about everything that everybody else is doing to you, and God is still going to bring it right back around to you going within yourself. It's the same way we feel like they need to change. There may be something in us that needs to be challenged. We need to regroup. We need to heal it. We need to throw it away. So write down everything that makes you unavailable to God, whether it's fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the faces and the people, fear of messing up, fear of never getting the outcome that you want. Whatever it is that you need to write down, write it all down. Read it out loud to yourself. And then make a decision as to whether you want to empty that storage or whether you want to keep holding on to it. If you want to empty that storage, then you're going to put yourself in a position where you can empty it. So do that assignment. Tonight, find your peace. I pray that as you do this work, you become more available. As you have this interaction with God, as you have this interaction, this relationship conversation. May new things come. And may you sleep well. If anybody wants to give tonight, you can go ahead and give. I will be praying over everything once we get off of here. I'm going to honor my body tonight. I have some pain going on, so I'm going to take some pain pills and I'm going to rest. But of course, I could not end the night without making sure that I got on. But I'm going to be praying for you all continually, because this prayer of availability means, and if you come into agreement with it, it means that you're asking God for assistance in cleaning out that storage so that he can fill you up with something even more, something that's going to serve your highest and best good. So you can give. I will pray over your seed. Make sure you put in some information. If you're just doing a love offering or donation towards the ministry, you can do that. You don't have to name it. Or you could put love or say something like that. But if you are sowing an intentional seed, you need something to grow, flourish, you need something to loose you, then make sure you write that in the comment. I love you just because I can, and I pray many, many, many blessings over each and every one of you. Night, night.